want to change their friends' and loved ones' racist perceptions. A social experiment was set up to expose how deep these judgments went. Check out what the group had to say about family and race.
Next, we show two similar video scenarios. A black mother with 3 children and a white mother with 3 children. Let's see if our group feels differently about the women.
When I see a white woman with kids, I think that she probably does have a good husband that helps support the kids. She probably went to college, and she has a stable family to help take care of her kids.
I think they're well taken care of. They're going to be put through college. They're going to have money. They're going to have a bank account ready for them just in case something happens to them.
The dad's probably got some type of manager position making the money. She generally will have a job, but she could also be a stay-at-home mother.
She's got it made. She's white. Her skin is white. The white woman doesn't have to worry about anything.
She might be on welfare if she has 3 kids because she might be too lazy to work.
When I see a black woman with a lot of kids, I automatically think hood rat. I think she's on welfare, and she's also got like possibly a father for each of the kids.
If that woman has 3 kids, all on 3 different baby daddies, come on. Please, that's a problem to think that.
When I see a black female with about 2 or 3, even maybe worse, to 4 children, I think they're definitely not going to be clothed good. They're all going to be dirty. They're going to be unfed.
Please don't think that that black woman is not capable of taking care of those kids. They're not dirty. They're not shallow. They should not be looked at as dirty hood rat children, and neither should that woman.
That's the stereotype that is associated with, you know, African.
I'm not thinking that way because I'm tired of how people are mistreating black folk and giving a white person the higher level and the benefit of doubt of everything. Just need to change.
America's so racist, and why do we have a black president?
You're not black, you don't understand. Black women take care of her family, but the black woman has to struggle. We have to work extra hard. Black women struggle to get where they're at. As for a white woman, don't have to worry about anything.
Okay, I'm like so confused right now, and like I just find it insane that a lot of you guys were saying that that black woman looked like she was on welfare and had kids, and she had diamonds in her ears and beautiful hair slicked back, and her kids looked like they had on the most gorgeous Baby Gap / Ralph Lauren clothes. So I am like, that is crazy to me. What would make you guys say that? With seeing that, I mean, you just saw the color of her skin and went to some total negative place and didn't pay attention to anything that she had on, anything of how she was representing herself, like a professional woman, a professional stay-at-home mom or a professional working woman. Where did that come from? Christian, where does that come from, that you see welfare with a polished woman like that?
Some of it's probably from the media, but personally, in my hometown, 100,000 people, I was taught to be racist. I guess, but every black woman I see is generally ghetto. My personal experience, no father figure, and if there is, then he's probably a drug addict. But I've seen personally like 3 different fathers and 3 different kids. It's just every occasion that I've seen. Okay,
I don't know what neighborhood you're from, and I cannot represent that because I don't know where you're from, but you have a television, you have a connection to the media, and I think that you know, you're in college, you know that a black woman looking like that is not on welfare. And you can't say, oh, it's where I'm from and it's where I'm this and my town is so narrow, and the world is a lot bigger place, and I will not take that excuse anymore. That's just an excuse. Christian, that is an excuse. I mean, there is the internet, there is television. Back in my day, I'm older than all you guys. Back in my day, we had like 10 channels to choose from. You guys have like 1,000, okay? The world is a much bigger place with so much more exposure. I think we choose to latch on to certain things. And I think it's time for us to stop making those excuses. We'll be right back. We've heard our group's racial perceptions when it comes to profiling, dating, and family. But now it's time to hear their thoughts about race and the workplace. The workplace. Check this out.
Our group watched a video of a Latina and a white woman in an office setting. Let's see what they thought.
Honest impressions. Who's the boss?
I think the white woman was the boss.
Why is the white woman the boss as opposed to the Latina?
How she was acting towards the Latina, acting like she was higher or more important than her.
I think the white woman's probably the boss because she's white.
Do you think one is more educated than the other, Latina versus the white woman?
Well, I don't really see a lot of Latinas that really do good in school and then go on to college to get good careers.
What about their home life?
The ones that I went to school with, they weren't very hygienic. Like,
What do you mean by that?
Like they weren't very clean. Like
is that your experience with people in your school? Tell me about that.
Stinking real bad. Like, and I know that's mean to say, but they would.
Me as a person, I don't understand the difference between Latinos. So I'm not trying to offend anyone by putting a label on this whole group as Mexican. It's just, that's again what I was taught.
There's Spanish people from the Caribbean, there's Spanish people from Spain, which is Europe, there's Spanish people from South America. There are Hispanics in your community which you do contact with, right?
Yes, my best friend's Mexican.
So it'd be knowledge for you to know.
He calls himself white though, so I don't know if that makes any difference.
Have you been called various names, slang words? What have you been called?
I've been called Spigger because I'm Afro-Dominican. I've been called Spick. I've been called all types of names.
See, like right there, okay, my grandmother will not let Mexicans or black people in her house.
What type of pressure do you think that puts on your best friend?
Well, I mean, that's bad, I know.
That's why he calls himself white. But that's why he calls himself white, because he's trying to impress you and your family who are very ignorant.
Well, see, that's the difference. Their mother is raising their kids. She knows Spanish. She does not teach them that, all right? They do not know Spanish at all. That is one thing that I really don't like about Hispanic people. They don't try to bother to learn English, and they come to this country.
No. There's more that do that don't. You just don't see it because you're ignorant and you think that way.
So it got very heated between Carlos. Stand up, Carlos. Tell me, what was the thing that most upset you about this exchange?
The thing that upset me the most was the fact that, people in America only think about Spanish people being Mexican or Puerto Rican. They don't see the array of colors that we do have. We're beautiful people. We have, from the lightest skin tone to the darkest skin tone. And, just talking to him just made me see how ignorant there's still the population in the world is, you know what I mean? And that really upset me to know that people just think of Mexican and Puerto Ricans either. They're dirty, they have kids, they're on welfare. That's just appalling to me. Like, that really hurts me and my people as in general,
Christian, when he was saying that to you and started talking about like South America and Spain and Central America, all these things that he was saying, was it like a light bulb, like, oh yeah, you're right?
Well, not really, because if you see maybe in Florida over here in New York, but in Texas, the majority of Hispanics are Mexican. So
No, I'm not talking. You keep going back to Texas. I know, I'm from California, so I understand there are a lot of Mexicans. Hay muchos mexicanos en Los Angeles. I understand that. But what I'm saying is... Find out! No, but what I'm saying is, did he enlighten you at all to make you understand that there are more Latin people than Mexicans?
Oh yes, he's opened my eyes. Like I honestly didn't know. I knew there was Cuban, but that's it. I mean, I didn't really understand. I didn't try to educate myself that
and
there
you're
was.
In college?
Yes.
What year in college?
Freshman.
What college?
You're a freshman. That ain't no excuse, child. I'm sorry. Everybody's like, oh, he's a freshman. Okay, let's give him some. Okay, there's Cubano, Dominicano, Mexicano, Colombiano, Venezuelano.
Is this a whole lot of people?
Salvadorian.
Yeah,
I mean, it goes on and on and on.
Peruvians.
Brazilians.
Brazil.
I mean, it goes on and on.
It does.
There's like all different types of Spanish. And there's some people in Spain that look like me.
Yes.
But they're Spanish.
I don't know there's anybody look like you, Tyra.
Well, We'll be right back.